2 weeks ago, and I am an engineer, and I work with new projects in the oil and gas sector.
Yeah, I remember you said you are an engineer, and sometimes you have some, it's not a problem, but like a communication issues.
Yeah.
Because you need to have meetings in English, yeah?
Yes. Today I have one meeting in English in the afternoon.
And I will ask her that for you in the other moments about that, because I think it's important. It's just I will request something about that, okay? Anyway, Yasmin, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Yasmin. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Fortaleza, but nowadays I live in Salvador. But I'm spending some days in Fortaleza with my family. I'm a pharmacist. I'm looking for a job, an employee, and that's it, I think.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah, so I'm Belle, but my name is Alberlene, okay? Like I said before, I'm air traffic controller. I work like a controller for Brazilian Air Force, and I'm here in TNT until the last year, yeah. And I'm not a teacher, I'm a student. I'm looking for discipline every day because to study English requests that, yeah. So yeah, today we are talking about discipline, and that's it. So the first question, it's very simple, but it's a good one to have a conception about discipline, yeah, or self-discipline. And for you, Yasmin, what is discipline for you? What's your point of view about discipline?
Discipline is when you know what you have to do, and you.
Yasmin, I don't know if it's my connection or your connection.
Maybe it's mine.
Okay, can you try turn off the camera? Just a second.
Okay. So I said that discipline is when you have to do something, or you know that you have to do something, you need to do it, and to achieve any goals, and you do it even though you don't want it. That is discipline.
Yeah, it's a good one. I have the same point of view. And for you, Katiana, what is discipline for you?
For me, discipline is when you do what you need, what you need to do, mesmo que você não goste. If yes. I dislike the thing and these things it's important, I do.
You don't have any choice.
No. Yes. Sometimes, for example, I swim in the morning. It's cold in the weather. It's so crazy this year, but in this week, for example, it's so cold in Vitória. It's not my dream jump into the pool with a very cold water, but it's okay. It's the only time for me for do exercise, and it's a discipline. Sometimes I hate do exercise in the morning, but it's the only time for do exercise, and it's okay. It's part of the life.
Yeah, it's a good one, because when you have discipline, sometimes it's not a good task in your day, yeah, but there is a value in that task, or that task will achieve some goals or something that will be good for you in the future, yeah. So, but discipline, it's hard. When you talk about self-discipline, it's hard too, because it's just you and again, you. It's not against, but it's like yeah, you need to be better and choice or to do the best decision, yeah, about the different tasks in your day.
I would say that self-discipline is even more hard to do than only discipline. I mean, because when you are at work, there's your discipline that you have to do in your work. But when you get home and you have to fight with yourself, and you have to know yourself and know, I have to do this thing and I have to stop doing that thing. How can I start doing this and not doing that? I mean, it's to realize that you have to change for your own. It's harder. I think it is.
Yeah, perfect. Because when you talk about discipline, automatically we start talk about procrastination. Yeah. So the question number 2, I will start with Katiana. Why is discipline important in achievement goals, personal goals, or professional goals?
I think it's the, how do you say, alma? I don't remember alma, but it's the central, it's the point when you have a goal. Discipline is the base for do the things, because, for example, I do one other postgraduate. I hate, because I have classes in the at night, and for me, I'm very tired and I stay in front of the computer all during the day, and in the night I have 2 hours with the teachers, and it's not so good, but I have discipline. Monday and Wednesday in the night is the time for study other and increment my skills in the engineer. I think it's this. When you have discipline, it's possible for you change your future. And when you understand these things, do the things, fazer o que você precisa ser feito, I think you have control in your life.
Perfect. Yeah, when you start to talk, I coming in my mind one word, and it's very close from discipline. It's a responsible. When we need to be responsible about every something in your life, yeah, all the things in your life. But the discipline, it's a action, yeah. It's an action to be responsible. Yeah, I don't know if I could explain, but I think it's very important when you are a responsible person and when you have different goals in your life, you need to be a disciplined person, because the discipline will create a routine for you. And are you able to do something? Because, for example, if you want to talk in English, you need to talk. We need to practice that. Yeah. So discipline is when you practice all the day or one time for the day or 2 times during the week. So discipline is action to active your goals or active your purpose in your life. Yeah. Do you believe that, Yasmin? Do you have a different point of view?
I agree with you, because with both of you, I think discipline is nothing more than the pathway that you achieve your goal. you know, when you decide that you wanna get something in the future, discipline is the way, is the pathway that you have to walk in it, you know.
Yeah, totally agree with you. That's it.
Yes.
It's a good one because that involves the future. Yeah. Sometimes it's not so good to do something like Katiana said at the morning, swim at the morning in the cold water, but maybe that will be good in the future. Or yeah, it's when you talk about discipline, we talk about purpose or failures in your life. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the question number 3, it's a good one, and normally I request myself about that, because do you consider yourself a disciplined person? And sometimes it's hard because I
you
push
do have a
myself.
problem. You don't
Yeah.
consider yourself a disciplined person. You do have a problem. Oh my God.
But
She
I'm not
is
considered
Tatiana.
a disciplined person.
Tatiana.
Let's
Yes. No, I'm talking. She
okay.
is the
Okay.
person that
Katiana,
wakes up.
yes.
She wakes up
Okay.
4 a.m. and she
Oh,
studies. She cleans her bedroom.
she's. Are
She
you
makes
talk about
coffee.
me?
Yes, she's very
Okay.
disciplined person. She has all the daily schedule in a, I don't know how to say, lousa. You know,
In the wall, yeah. But it's because
Your,
I work like
your,
a
your,
schedule.
sua irmã,
Yeah, my sister.
your sister, it's dedurando você.
But it's in the good way. Thank you,
she's like, here from 40 minutes, we're going to clean the house.
yeah. Because we need to be responsible. Katiana, I just live. I live alone with my sister. Sometimes with my sister. Yeah. So I'm responsible because I'm old sister. Yeah, old sister, and I'm responsible about my dogs, about the supermarket, groceries. Yeah, about my clean the house, about my studies, about my work. So I need to. I'm very organized person sometimes, but I'm not considered a disciplined person. Like to study English, sometimes it's not like I want to do, yeah, because yeah, I have a schedule, I have a routine to study, but sometimes it's not possible to comply that. So
Okay.
yeah.
No, seriously.
Okay.
You push too hard in yourself. She's the most disciplined person I've ever known. But she pushed too hard in herself, you know. And I know why you make your schedule every day, and you cannot maybe some days you cannot follow it because it's too much. You know, she wakes up 4 a.m. and she starts doing things, you know.
Okay. Thank you, Yasmin. I will consider that like a praise for me. Okay. It's like a praise, but yeah, I consider a disciplined person, but I can improve that. Okay. So, and about you, Katiana, do you consider a disciplined person, or you are a kind of person push yourself all the time? And tell me about that.
I think I am a disciplined person, because if I don't have discipline, my house it's a bagunça, it's a mess. Because I have kids, I work during the day, and I need to have discipline, because if I don't have discipline, I don't have time for me. And yes, I have my to do things like you, because I in the Sunday,
Great.
yes, in the Sunday, in the end of the day, I write the things what I need to do in the during the week, because the time is so short. And yes, I have I planning the things, because if I don't planning, I don't have time. For example, for me, it's so important to have a time for exercise in the morning. Sometimes it's crazy, because I wake up very early. Is usually I wake up 5 in the morning, because I do meditation, I pray, and after this I'm running, or I'm go to the swimming for the swimming pool. And
You
yes,
are a very disciplined person.
yes, because if I don't put the things in the schedule, I don't do the things, because my work is so hard. I work with 12 projects during the year, and it's crazy, because people tell me during the day I have many meetings. It's not possible. And when I have I choose have a time of quality with my daughter, and when my daughter return to school in the end of the day, I prefer stay at home with my daughter. And if I don't go running in the morning, in the end of the day, I don't have energy, and I choose to stay with my daughter. I think I am a disciplined person.
Yeah, I feel you totally. I totally feel you because yeah, I have the same point of view. We need to have a schedule or because when you don't, it's not possible to do that. Yeah, I feel something like I will waste time. Yeah, I will waste time and it's hard because the time is very important. Yeah, and the question that I want to do, like involve your work, it's do you believe when you start to have meetings in English for your work that will uh, improve your discipline in your life? Like it's like an obligation, yeah. And so it's a meeting in English, and that's um, move you to study English more deeply or with more discipline? Do you believe that? Or it's just something that you don't want to do, or it's like an obligation for you?
No, for me, the English it's a goal for my personal life. I love travel, and my planning in the future is for it to work outside Brazil. It's my husband have the same planning, the same goal. And I think 2 3 years ago I returned to my studies in English, but in the last year I increment and stay more and I put more focus in English, because I work with in projects with the Norways, and the meetings it's in English, and they start it's so difficult, because the Norways have accent, tem sotaque, and it's so hard for me understand what these men say. And yes, in the beginning it's not because of this project, but it's for my personal. But before this project I put more focus in the English, and because of this I started in talking April last year.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, I have the same point of view. The English, to study English become a personal challenge in my life. Nowadays, it's not a challenge. To be a disciplined person, it's a challenge. Yeah, because when you start to study something or practice any exercise, a new exercise, it's something about discipline. Yeah, about to become about to be commitment. Yeah, to do continues to do that. So Yasmin, are you a disciplined person or not?
I don't know. Maybe I know how to be a disciplined person because I was uh, some years ago, and but nowadays I know that I am not. I I could have been doing a lot of things that I am not, and I know it, but I know how to be. I mean, when living with you, I know how to be a disciplined person. You are a disciplined person.
No, but you don't need to compare with another person. Yeah, I think you are a disciplined person, but you don't have a busy day. Yeah, you don't have a different tasks in your day. But if you go to the gym or to do exercise every single day, you are a disciplined person. Yeah, if you study every day or 3 times during the week, I think you are a disciplined person because nowadays in the society we have a conception we need to have a lot of tasks during the day or to do a lot of things during the week, but keep calm. Yeah, it's not health to do that all the time. It's my opinion. Yeah, but when you talk about lifestyle or active goals, maybe you don't need to push yourself like that. Okay. And the other question, the question number 4, it's about that. It's about health lifestyle. How does discipline help in maintain a health lifestyle? Can you start, Katiana? Like you give an example. What do you think about it?
I think uh, I think the sport is not for out for the your have a very beautiful body, but it's for the health and for the brain and for the health. And after when you have a routine for do exercise, I think after one time your body want for this for exercise because, for example, I'm running in the morning. Some days I have a routine. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm running, and Monday, Thursday, and Monday. Terça e quinta eu nado. And when I don't running, Wednesday, for example, I don't running because it raining in the morning. My body every time it stay inquieto because I think you need for the hormone and the other things. It's so important. But when you have a control in your routine, you understand these things because every day I wake up in the same time, pray, have meditation, and do exercise. It's part of my life.
It's
And
like your
discipline.
morning routine. Yeah, I
Yes,
love that.
yes.
It's the best.
I love.
It's the best way to
Yes,
start the day.
yes. I love the morning routine, and it's so important because my mind, my brain work so very well with this routine.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And my strategy to do exercise every day, normally it's start my day to do exercise. Yeah, because I know I'm very tired in the end of the day. So normally I just to do exercise in the morning at the morning. Yeah. So, but it's about me. The other persons there are other circadian cycle. Yeah, I think is that the name, but yeah. And the discipline maintain a health lifestyle, like I said before. I believe sometimes it's hard to do to make exercise every single day. Sometimes it's not so good, but it's necessary, like you said, Katiana. It's important for my body, and my health too. Yeah, sometimes I'm very busy, my mind is very agitated, and I will normally I go to the gym or ride on the bike, and that's helped me a lot. And you, Yasmin, are you a health? Do you have a health lifestyle? Are you a disciplined person when talk about that?
I think so. I try to have a healthy lifestyle, every day. And I think when you choose the task that you're gonna do in your day, in your routine, you you have to put something like that, the gym, the swimming, anything that you can do that is good for your health. That's one of the most important thing. You have to study anything, you have to do healthy things, and you have to do what you have to do, from your work or anything.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah. So the question number 5. Can you read, Yasmin, and answer the question number 5, please?
Yeah. How can a lack of discipline hinder one's chances of achieving success? We have to pay attention in this lack of discipline, because one thing is when you already tired that you cannot follow your daily tasks, and another thing is when you just don't want to do, and you, how can I say, you lie to yourself and say, no, it's okay today. I don't have 100% of discipline, but it's okay because I'm a human. I'm a human, you know. And we have to pay attention in that, because it's we fighting with ourselves. You know, we have to understand what is a lack of discipline, that it can really happens, in a day or another, and what is our minds trying to lie to us.
Yeah, we are on the same page. I totally agree with you. Sometimes we need to be real, yeah, about the goals or active goals or about success, because the real life, it's not a dream, or it's not like a plan. Like I have a task. I take note about my task like Katiana. I have a plan, yeah, but sometimes it's not possible comply that, yeah, to do that like my plan. So it's important recognize if you are a discipline or lack of discipline, or it's a real life, yeah. Sometimes it's important to recognize that, but yeah, I totally agree with you. But like you said, we are said before, I think the discipline it's the good one to achieve your goals or to be a success person. Yeah, because when you talk about the persons are a success in your life, have success in your life, or are a success person, normally that person to do the same thing every single day, yeah, or have a good routine to achieve that, because we need training to be good in something, yeah. If I want to speak in English, I need to try to practice every single day, and we can recognize that when you looking or watching a video at the beginning when I start to study English. And nowadays it's very different. It's improved a little, yeah, because in that time I practice the language. So I was a disciplined person to do something. Yeah. So I think it's that. And you, Katiana, what do you think about that?
I read many books with the coach, and I have the same thoughts of you, because the persons, when you see the persons who have success in their life, I think this kind of persons do the same thing every day and have a routine, have discipline, have goals. And yes, when you see where you wish go, I think, and what is necessary for you do, and have one step after one step, I think it's more easier. 1% every day, it's so easier for grow up in 1 year. I think these things, it's so important. And I think when you have discipline, you have control in your life.
Yeah. Do you know there is a book, the name I don't know the name, but that book tells something about to do the same thing 10,000 hours to be a expert in that activity. Do you know that book?
Yes, I know about this book. It's if you put energy in one thing and study these things a lot, after one time, after I don't remember what the time, I think 8 hours, you probably it's specialized in this thing.
Like an expert, yeah.
Expert, yes. And I think these things, it's so important.
Yeah, and that's also to bring some example about that, like to be a musicians or to do something. Yeah, when you have a 10,000, I think it's that 10,000 hours to do the same thing, like to be a disciplined person, you are become an expert in that activity. So it's a good one. And I really love to read some books about that, about to be a disciplined person, or books that become myself, to be a better person, yeah, or improve myself, development personal. So the question number 6, I talked a little before, but it's a good one. What are some strategies or techniques you use to maintain a discipline in your daily life? Like you said, Katiana, do you take notes, about your day? But do you have a different strategy to be a disciplined person during the day?
I think the routine is the base, no? I have the same routine every day. If I don't have the routine, I'm a lost person. Because I think, for example, you don't have control. Sometimes the kid stay sick, and it's not possible for running or do exercise, and it's okay. But when you have a planning and do and follow this plan, I think it's more easier. But when for example, if I wake up and I don't know what I do in this day, my day it's guiado por outras pessoas, for my boss, for for other people,
other demands.
Yes. And when you have plans and what you understand what you need to do, I think it's more easier for me.
Do you read Essentialism? the book?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I love the essentialismo.
Do you believe I read it 3 times, that book?
Yes,
It's
I read
amazing.
too, and I have plans for read again in this year. My life is changed because of this book. Essentialismo, it's so important for all the people. When you open your mind, your life for the new things and the essential things, the life is more easier for living. And this book, it's so important because after this book I clear my como é que chama, guarda-roupa, warm, I don't remember, guarda-roupa, and my house have the it's so small.
Less is more. Yeah. Less is more.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so important. I have the things, what I need to do. I have the points, and I focus in one thing after one thing, and I understand the importance of focus in what is important in my life. This book, it's the best. It's so interesting because now nowadays in the society, the people stay very lost in the life because do the many different things at the same time. The cell phone is a distraction
There
for
are a lot of
everyone.
tasks, during the day. Like it's like a pressure, when you don't have any task, you are I don't know, you are you are not important, but it's not true. The
Yes.
Essentialism is it's the first book that I was reading for 3 times, because it's really important. There are a lot of conceptions and point of view very important that we need to use in my life. I need to use in my life and try use every single day. When you talk about that, I remember that book because I was reading.
I didn't read it.
Do you read that book, Yasmin?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I have here. I will borrow for you.
book?
Okay, it's a good one.
The physical or online?
No, that book it's in my Kindle.
Okay.
But yeah, I will borrow for you. Okay, you need to read that. It's a good one. So, and you, Yasmin, do you have any discipline, or it's not a discipline, it's strategy to be a disciplined person? Like put your, Yasmin, there is one, Katiana, Yasmin wake up and put your clothes to go to the gym, but she just go to the gym like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. But I think it's a strategy, or not, Yasmin?
Yes, it really is. It really is.
You wake up and
I put the gym clothes. I put them on, and I'll
drink a cup of coffee.
my breakfast. I stay with the dogs, and I wait the courage to come. Sometimes I make lunch before I go to the gym. That's one of the strategies. But I take some notes, on my.
Okay, it's just one. I think your connection is poor.
And I say today I'm gonna. Can I?
Yeah, the audio it's a little stop it sometimes. It's a break.
Can I do one?
Yeah, I can listen.
So I was saying I take some notes, on the phone. The things that I want to do, that I have to do. And for example, when I say I want to study English today, and I imagine me at the table, with taking some notes of English or with a computer, and studying. That's the task that I choose to do in the day, But when I go to study, when I study, and I don't feel like sitting in a chair in front of a table, in front of the computer, I change the way that I study. I go to TV and I watch some movie or a sitcom that I really like to watch, and that's the way that I study English in the day.
Yeah, perfect. You answer the next question that I will ask you for you and Tatiana. It's something like, can you share an example of time when discipline played a significant role in our learning journey? Like you said, yeah, you use the English in your day, you watching videos in English, use the subtitles, but yeah, it's a strategy to learn English, yeah. And about you, Katiana, do you have an example or a strategy like the discipline help you and the learning process?
Yes, the English. I 1 hour in the talking every day make me more make my more
Confidence?
yes, confidence in English, because in the past I go to the Ireland, living there for 5 months, but I don't speak English because I'm shy when I need speak. But after talking every day, I speak wrong, I speak right, but I understand the importance of 1 hour in the immersions every day.
Yeah, I have the same point of view, and I like to start my day talking English or make it made an exercise, because it's like my task was done and my day will be good because my main task was done. Yeah, so it's a good one. And my strategy I use the discipline to learning English, like you said. I'm trying to talk every single day in English, yeah, or listen a podcast or watching a video or practice the conversation in TNT, something like that's very important. And that is to be a disciplined person, yeah, because it's important.
Because we have a lot of ways to study, even though you don't have any time left in your day. I mean, you can go to a place from another place and you listen to something in English and you try to understand or imagine the words that you don't know, and then you get home or you look on the phone, you Google the word, and it's that word. You have many ways.
There are a passive way to learning, like a listen, a podcast, or watching videos. And there are a active way, like we are to do in the moment. Yeah, it's practice, it's talk. So girls, I put here in the chat the link for survey. Please answer the question. Okay, give me a feedback about that. I really love the conversation. My day become better in the moment because I will try to be a disciplined person. Yeah. And thank you for coming, Katiana and Yasmin. And that is, thank you, girls. Bye bye. It's a good